Welcome back, nerds! Today we are traveling through time and counting down the oldest mutants in Marvel history, which is actually really hard considering many of them have only estimated ages. We're in this together, youngest to oldest, and scream at me in the comments if I get something wrong. Spoiler alert, I will. 10. Forever Man. Forever Man is at the top because technically the earliest that we see him in canon is ancient Egypt, presumably after Apocalypse was born. However, I personally believe Forever Man is the oldest mutant alive, and I did do a whole video about that I will link in the description if you're interested. Unfortunately, my proof is purely speculative because this is a one-off mutant that no one cares about but me, and Marvel hasn't thought about him in probably years, so Forever Man will sit at number 10. His age, like everyone on the list, is up for debate, so no one really has an official birthday other than like maybe 5,000 years for him. But number 9, Apocalypse. Apocalypse was born in ancient Egypt and lived under the rule of Rama-Tut, or Nathaniel Richards. We know that Richards went back in time to 2960 BCE and left clues about the impending birth of Apocalypse, so he is just under 5,000, and he's gonna keep on living. Apocalypse and like half of the people on this list are mutant externals, which is an immortal type of mutant that can only eliminate each other, so they're just gonna keep on going through life. Number 8, Isca. Isca is roughly 10,000 and a sister-in-law to Apocalypse. She is from the mutant island Okkara, who we will be talking about shortly, but that island was home to the second generation of mutants, and that included Isca. She's incapable of losing. Her mutant ability is literally just winning, which sounds great, but the catch is she's not like a good luck charm. If the side that she fights for actually doesn't stand a chance, then she is forced to switch sides. 7, Genesis. Older sister to Isca, making her roughly 10,001. She's also from the time before Okkara split into Arakko and Krakoa. Genesis ruled Okkara alongside her husband. The pair had 4 children together, which makes them the first edition of the 4 Horsemen of Apocalypse. In the end, she ended up on the side of Okkara that was imprisoned in Amenth. 6, Selene. We love Selene for this list because she is one of the only people with a legit reference to her actual age, which is 17,000. It is after the ocean swallowed Atlantis, but before the rise of the sons of Arias. She is also an external, but even more interesting, she's a psychic vampire that stays alive by absorbing the life forces of others. 5, Firehair. Firehair is from 1 million BCE and technically still alive, as she's part of the Phoenix Force. Her mentor at the time was Highwalker, also a mutant. However, Firehair's psionic awakening resulted in his demise, and that is something that she's always carried with her. Notably, she's also like kind of Thor's mom. She isn't his birth mother, but when Thor was literally just born, someone took him out, and then Firehair revived him. And from that point forward, she saw him as a son and even told him that, which confused everybody, but we got past it. 4, Nicodemus. Again, back with the externals, Nico is as old as the Swiss mountains. So I looked that up, and most sources agree that they are 40 million years old, maybe 44 million years old when those mountains formed, but there was one outlying source of 770 million, which is a really aggressive jump, so let's just say he's 44 million years old. 3, Garbha-Hseien. Nico kind of has to be less than 770 million years old because his fellow external Gar is supposed to be the actual oldest external and is only about maybe 200 million years. Gar represents patience, and his age comes from the declaration that he was already old when the continents shifted, and that was 200 million years ago, maybe. So in reality, Gar is probably close to 300 million. 2, Xilo. Okay, so now we get into the undisputable oldest, believed to be one of the oldest living things in the Marvel Universe, and he is an Omega level mutant that takes the form of an insect collective. He's been alive for at least 2 billion years, coming from the very first mutants and mutant civilization threshold. Okay, but that leaves us with our actual oldest, number 1, Okkara, but more casual fans might recognize the name Krakoa. Krakoa, the mutant island safe haven, used to once be a more like human-shaped mutant called Okkara, but first, Grove. Grove is 2 billion years old and came from Threshold. Grove kept growing in size over the many years, eventually becoming the massive island Okkara. Okkara was attacked and split in two, one half becoming the well-known Krakoa on Earth, and the other half falling into the evil dimension Amenth, and that's Arakko. But what do you think? Did I miss anyone? Please let me know if I did. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye, nerds!